No one could handle the millionaire's kids until a black maid walked in. The millionaire's twin boys scared off every nanny. They were wild, angry, and untouchable, until one day a quiet black maid walked in and did what no one else could, by eye. The end of the week, the twins were holding her hand, calling her Mama, like subscribe and share if you believe love can heal even the most broken hearts. Everyone in town knew the name Mr. Charles Whitmore, a successful, wealthy businessman. He had the house, the cars, the power. But behind the golden gates of his mansion was a different story. His twin sons, Leo and Liam, were just 6 years old, but they were out of control. They screamed, fought, broke things, and refused to speak to anyone. Since their mother passed away 2 years ago, they hadn't smiled once. No nanny lasted longer than 3 days. Some cried, some ran, some refused to take their pay. The boys wouldn't eat, wouldn't sleep, and they certainly wouldn't love. Charles didn't know what else to do until she walked in. Her name was Miss Rosa. She was in her late 30s, a black woman with kind eyes, strong hands, and a quiet grace. She wore a simple uniform and carried no resume. Just one sentence: "I don't control children. I understand them." Charles sighed and gave her a week. What did he have to lose? Miss Rosa didn't start by yelling. She didn't give orders. She didn't ask the boys to behave. She just watched. She saw how Leo clung to a broken teddy bear, how Liam hid behind doors, how they whispered to each other when no one was listening. She didn't try to make them like her. She simply sat near them. That night, she cooked dinner, not from the expensive cookbook, but something simple: mac and cheese with cut-up apples. She placed 2 plates in front of the boys, didn't say a word. Then she sat on the floor and began to hum a soft song. The boys watched. And for the first time in months, they ate. Charles peeked from the hallway, shocked. No yelling, no chaos, just humming and peace. The third day wasn't calm. Liam threw paint on the wall. Leo locked himself in the closet. Charles stormed in, furious. "I told you this wouldn't work." But Miss Rosa didn't yell back. She just walked over to the closet, sat outside the door and whispered, "I know it hurts. I know you're scared. But I'm not leaving." After 20 minutes of silence, Leo cracked the door open. His eyes were red. He crawled into her lap and cried. Miss Rosa wrapped him in her arms. That night, Liam held her hand as they walked upstairs. Charles watched again, this time with tears in his eyes. On day 5, Miss Rosa brought something special, a picture frame. Inside it was a drawing, 2 little boys holding hands with a woman in the middle. The names Leo, Liam, and Mom were written. In messy crayon, she gave it to them gently. "I found this under your bed," she said. "It's beautiful." The twins stared at it, then at her, then at each other. They hadn't spoken about their mother in almost a year. She used to sing. "That song," Leo whispered. Miss Rosa smiled. "I know. That's why I sing it too." That night, both boys curled up in bed beside her, not because they were scared, but because they felt safe. 1 week later, Charles walked into the room and froze. There, on the bed, were his 2 sons, fast asleep, one on each side of Miss Rosa. She too had drifted off, their tiny hands holding onto her sleeves. Charles didn't say a word. He just stood there. In that moment, he realized something. His home wasn't broken because of his sons. It was broken because no one had shown them softness, not even him. He sat beside them and placed a gentle kiss on each of their foreheads. And, for the first time since his wife passed away, he whispered, "Thank you." Miss Rosa didn't just clean his home. She cleaned their hearts. She wasn't a nanny. She wasn't a teacher. She was a healer, and she changed everything. If you believe, love is louder than pain. Like this video, subscribe for more stories, and share this with someone who still believes in good people.